On a quiet Boston night in 1990, two men dressed as police officers walked into one of America's most treasured museums. Within 81 minutes, they carried out the largest art theft in U.S. history, stealing 13 priceless works valued at over $500 million. To this day, not a single piece has been recovered. It was the early hours of March 18, 1990. St. Patrick's Day had just ended. At 1:24 a.m., two men rang the buzzer at the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. They claimed to be Boston police responding to a disturbance. Inside, a young security guard made a fateful mistake. He buzzed them in. The supposed officers ordered him away from his desk, handcuffed him, and told him, "This is a robbery." His fellow guard soon met the same fate. Both were bound and blindfolded in the basement, unable to raise an alarm. Meanwhile, the thieves had free rein over the museum's galleries. Over the next 81 minutes, they removed 13 works of art. Their haul included the Concert by Vermeer, one of only 34 Vermeers in existence; Rembrandt's The Storm on the Sea of Galilee, his only known seascape; a Rembrandt self-portrait; works by Degas, Monet, and Flinck; a Chinese gu vessel; and even a small eagle finial from a Napoleonic flag. Some canvases were cut directly from their frames, leaving ragged edges. Others were smashed from their glass. The thieves seemed in a rush, not treating the works with care. To this day, the empty frames remain hanging on the walls, exactly as Isabella Stewart Gardner's will require it, haunting reminders of what was lost. Isabella Stewart Gardner was a bold, eccentric art collector who built the museum in 1903 as her personal palace of art. Her will stated that nothing in the museum could ever be changed, not the arrangement, not the displays. That's why the empty frames are still on view. A rule meant to preserve her legacy now serves as a chilling symbol of the world's greatest unsolved art crime. The FBI immediately took over the investigation. They suspected the work of organized crime, not international art thieves. The crude methods, the unusual mix of stolen items, and the fact that the museum had limited security all pointed to local criminals who saw opportunity. Over the years, numerous suspects emerged: mobsters, small-time criminals, even theories of an inside job. Some investigators believe the works were used as collateral in drug deals. Others fear they may have been destroyed. In 2013, the FBI announced that they knew the identities of the thieves, but they had both since died, and the trail of the paintings had gone cold. Over the decades, tips and rumors poured in. Alleged sightings of the Vermeer in Europe, a claim that Rembrandt's seascape was hidden in an Irish farmhouse. Each lead raised hopes, only to collapse. Despite the passage of time, the museum still offers a $10 million reward for the safe return of the works. That's one of the largest private rewards in history. Today, more than 30 years later, the empty frames still hang. Isabella's rule turned into a promise. The Gardner Heist is not just about missing paintings. It's about history, culture, and the fragility of human achievement. Somewhere, perhaps in a dusty attic or locked away in a criminal vault, the lost masterpieces still exist. The question is, will they ever come home? What do you think happened to the missing art hidden, destroy, or waiting to resurface on the world least expects it? Let me know your theory in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because we've got more of the world's darkest mysteries coming soon.